Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but before that, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. LeBron gives major update on Lakers' return after skipping NBA All-Star Game. After LeBron James skipped the 2025 NBA All-Star Game due to lingering discomfort in his left foot and ankle, the question begging for an answer is whether he will play in the Los Angeles Lakers' back-to-back games to start the second half of the season. "I hope to be available on Wednesday," James told reporters before the All-Star Game. "We have to have a makeup game. So, I am headed back to LA, Sunday night. There will be no vacation for me." The 40-year-old James, whose 20-year run in the All-Star Game ended Sunday, plans to get back to rehab Monday and get ready for the Lakers' Tuesday practice. The Lakers will face the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday, February 19, the rescheduled January 9 game because of the Los Angeles wildfires. The rest of the league will resume their season on Thursday, with the Lakers scheduled to visit the Portland Trail Blazers. The 22-year veteran hopes to play in both games. "It's a big stretch for us," James said. The 32-20 Lakers, currently fifth in the West, are just 3 games back of the second-seed Memphis Grizzlies, 36-18. But they are tied with their crosstown rivals Clippers for the 5th strongest remaining schedule, per Tankathon. The Lakers' remaining schedule includes 2 games against the number 1 Oklahoma City Thunder, 3 against the number 3 Denver Nuggets, 2 against the number 4 Houston Rockets, and 1 each against the East's number 3 New York Knicks, number 2 Memphis Grizzlies and the defending champion Boston Celtics, the number 2 in the East. With 30 games left and us trying to make a playoff push in the Wild West, I feel like it's important for me to take care of myself and understand what's coming on, James said of his decision to skip what would have been his 21st NBA All-Star Game. "I don't want to say it's maintenance. Well, it is maintenance, but at the same time, it's like, I have to look out for myself when it comes to this injury that I've been dealing with for years," he added. James' decision to skip the All-Star Game was met with harsh criticisms led by his former Cleveland Cavaliers teammate and current ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins. He called James selfish for taking away a spot from another aspiring All-Star. "Do I have a problem with LeBron James missing the All-Star Game at the age of 40 because of injury? Absolutely not," Perkins said on ESPN's Get Up on February 17. "But it's how he did it. And he knew that he wasn't going to play when he probably was selected to play in the All-Star Game. How about giving people a heads up? Not showing up to the actual All-Star weekend an hour before the game starts. And now, all of a sudden, you're taking away from another guy that probably earned to be in the All-Star Game. Put your damn uniform on." That's another thing, it came off as him being selfish. It looked selfish on his part, he should have handled it in a better way. Perkins earlier said on X that James' spot should have been given to Clippers' Norman Powell, who is having a career season. Could have said this earlier. Norman Powell could have made his first All-Star appearance. SMH, shake my head, Perkins wrote on X right after James announced his decision to skip the All-Star Game. Mavericks' true plans for Luka Donic before Lakers trade will stun fans. The NBA All-Star Game has come and gone, albeit with plenty of negative attention, which means the latter half of the regular season. For the Dallas Mavericks, reality will set back in. They traded Luka Donic to the Los Angeles Lakers, returning Anthony Davis, who will miss extended time with an injury. While Davis suffering an injury in his Mavericks debut couldn't have been foreseen, the club could have made the sound decision to never trade Donic. Instead, they've uprooted their future in favor of short-term contention, which they would have had even with Donic on the roster. Many have tried to make sense of the Mavericks making such an abysmal move. No reasonable answer has been found. Even worse, a recent report from The Athletic revealed further motive and even worse news: the club never planned to offer Donic the 5-year, $345 million supermax. Fans were already outraged following the decision from general manager Nico Harrison, and that will only further be the case after the report from The Athletic. Donic is a future MVP winner, probably on multiple occasions, and has already taken the Mavericks to the Western Conference Finals twice and the NBA Finals just last season. He did all of that at 25 years old, too. The Slovenian superstar isn't just a franchise talent, he's a generational player, and Dallas opted to move him because they didn't want to pay him what he is worth. The Mavericks had a great setup going. Donic was going to carry the organization for years to come, providing a level of comfort and stability most franchises yearn for. Instead, the Lakers get that benefit after striking a deal to land the superstar guard. The Los Angeles Lakers have been working tirelessly to surround Luka Donic with the best talent possible since acquiring him last week from the Dallas Mavericks. They tried to swing a trade for big man Mark Williams, but had to cancel the trade after team doctors had concerns about Williams' long-term health. That forced them to scramble and find another option. So the Lakers pivoted to signing Alex Len, who had been traded from the Sacramento Kings to the Washington Wizards at the trade deadline last week. Len wanted to compete at this stage in his career, so he was waived from the Wizards. The former 5th overall pick of the 2013 NBA draft will now play alongside Luka Donic and LeBron James after not playing much for the Kings. New report shows Mark Williams is distraught after failed Lakers trade. The NBA just had the All-Star break going down in San Francisco. Before this annual showcase, one of the biggest trades in league history went down when the Lakers traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Donic. With a void in the frontcourt, the Lakers tried to acquire an athletic force. The trade between the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams fell through after Los Angeles found multiple problems during their physical. That led to the trade being rescinded, and it had a negative impact on Williams. The Duke product had not returned to the Hornets, as the organization is giving him time to readjust to being back with the team. Los Angeles and Charlotte agreed on a deal that had Williams getting traded for Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, a 2030 first-round swap and a 2031 first-round pick. Williams was excited to land with the Lakers, as he tweeted a purple and yellow emoji heart on his X account following the news of the trade. He went from potentially playing in one of the biggest markets with a duo of Donic and LeBron James to heading right back to one of the worst teams in the NBA. That's a tough pill to swallow. Los Angeles badly needed reinforcements in the frontcourt, which led to them signing Alex Len. Now Len and Jackson Hayes are the two options in the Lakers' frontcourt, which isn't ideal. Since the trade deadline already passed, both teams weren't able to negotiate another deal. The Hornets have been contacted the NBA to see what they can do since the Lakers rescinded the deal. Los Angeles has turned the page on this quick chapter, but this has had a lasting effect on Williams. To make matters worse for Williams, Los Angeles and Charlotte square off on Wednesday in the first game out of the All-Star break. And you fan? What do you think of Mark Williams' situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.